Do you know that one of the greatest forms of abuse your child could go through is parentification? I'll tell you how. Parentification happens when you let your child take on the role of an adult while they're still children. This could happen by you either telling them too much, making them do things that adults only are supposed to do, or you seeking support or seeking a confidence in your child. Parentification has a lot of detrimental effect on your child's emotional, social, and psychological well being. In fact, the cons of parentifying a child highly outweigh the pros. In fact, if there are any pros. Here in Africa, you hear parents say things like, my child is such an adult. My child has grown up. My child is the child I pray for. The child that will wipe away my sorrows. My darling, you're parentifying your child. And there is no good thing that will ever come from doing that. I'm going to list out 5 things that could happen to your child when you parentify them. The first and most important is they miss out on their childhood. You find children doing things that adults should do. Children hawking the streets, selling things for parents who sit at home waiting for these children to bring food home for them to eat. These children miss out on their childhood. They lose their sense of self. They lose their sense of self. They have no emotional connection, they have no relationship with their peers. They feel too grown, and you are happy with that. You are proud. The second thing that could happen to your child when you parentify them is that they lose connection with their feelings. They can't explain themselves. They don't know how they feel. They have myriads of emotions running through them, and they can't even tell you how they feel per time. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they feel. They don't know what to do. Parentified children go about the world with a sense of guilt and shame. They feel that every wrong thing happening around them is their fault, and somehow they just need to fix it. They have the fix it complex. They want to do everything good, to be in everybody's good books, just because they had a parent who could not manage properly home, could not manage their emotions, or parent who could not act rightly by them. Parentified children have a lot of emotions that they can't even tell where it comes from and how they should act. Parentified children have a lot of people pleasing attitudes and behaviors because they feel everything that goes wrong is their fault. They want to be in everybody's good books, they want to please people. They can't even live lives for themselves. And this leads me to the fourth thing I'm going to say. Parentified children have a difficulty establishing healthy relationships because they have no healthy boundaries. They didn't know how to establish these boundaries while growing up. So when they become adults, you find them struggling. They get into relationships with people who they shouldn't be in relationships with. Why? Because they had no healthy boundaries established in their young age. The last thing I'm going to say about parentified children is that they have a savior complex. So you see them also as it pertains to relationships with people like narcissists, people with a lot of problems, people who are not good for them, who are not meant to be in their lives because they have a savior complex. They feel because their parents made them, fix things. So they have a fix it mentality now. They want to be the one doing things for everybody. They want to be the one fixing him. I even find this sort of people in relationships and they tell you, I can change him. He's a good guy. Don't worry, I will change him. Why? That's a result of the trauma they've been through while growing up. So I want us today as parents, because I'm a mother too, I want us to adopt a healthy parenting lifestyle. Parent intentionally. Know that whatever you do, rightly or wrongly, has an effect on the child, and it could be adverse or it could be potentially growing for your child. Adopt a style of parenting, that makes your child become a better person, that makes your child become emotionally and psychologically independent. So parent your child with intention. Be very intentional about their growth. Be very intentional about how you share things with them. Be very intentional with the little things you do at home, knowing very well that whatever you do and however you come across, the child is watching, the child is seeing. Don't make your child do things they're not supposed to do. Don't make your child become mother and father to their siblings, to their younger siblings, because you cannot fill the shoes of a parent rightly. Let's put the children first, because the next generation is totally dependent on how we treat our children going forward. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I want you to like, I want you to subscribe, and I want you to comment. Tell me what you think about child parentification and how it affected you if you went through such an experience. Thank you. Love you. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.